toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Volunteers will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now it's 3rd and goal. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Tennessee! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And right down the middle. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. A welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Morris. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opens up at the 23-yard line. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And the incomplete. As taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Finds a spot in the middle. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Scrambling away. Unleashes one. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the 1st quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Hand off from the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All out of space. At the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the 1st down here. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, I think this quarterback just needs to do a better job working through his progression. Looked to me like he was trying to force that into his guy who was covered on the play. There were other people open.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
he'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Michigan! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Buffalo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hauls it in down the sideline. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Under fire. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And the defense decides to bring the blitz, and no problem for the offense. No panic whatsoever. They understood it. They saw what was coming, still were able to function and not even worry about it or get sped up by the blitz.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will put it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it up to 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. The give to the lone running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 20. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it to the right here. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here is the Tennessee offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Makes the grab. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30.
how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man all by himself. There he goes to the left. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Floating away. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, running back gets the give. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It's as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Timeout, Michigan.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's straight. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game.
Dude, everybody on the sidelines is saying, you can't turn the football over there. You got to take care of it. You got to understand, a field goal puts me in the lead late in the game. Big, huge, dumb mistake.
Pulls it in. It's Morris. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the run, it's Morris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Touchdown, Tennessee! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. Fourth quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
Score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. The offense changing the play. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
On the ground, it's Morris. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
At this point on offense, late in the game with the lead, if you can run the ball, get a couple first downs, I mean, you can just bleed all these seconds off the clock and ice this thing.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.